whatever we are dream and results, we can before that starting to design, understand with that AI. Creating realistic lighting scenarios. Whatever is that lighting is that you are planning, people is they can be that is understand much more and they can roam around with insight. Whenever we are looking to that picture, how we want is that feel to that person, it is more or less is that creating that drama. Whenever you are showing that is the client, they are like, oh, I want to that is imagination about this thing. Can you do one more render about with this? So it is that much more taking time. With the lighting system, if creating is a much more accurate, for example, if we can establish like light levels accurate with the lighting design, is that will be that much more understandable for the future.
Welcome back to the Virtual Lighting Design Community Podcast, a global platform that empowers, inspires, educates, and connects the lighting design community. This podcast is brought to you by our premium supporters Aero Hospitality Lighting, Creative Lighting Asia, Urco, the Signify Lighting Academy, and Felix Lighting. In this episode, we are thrilled to present a thought-provoking presentation by Melike Özden, the head of design at Design Brilliance in India. Melike is a distinguished thought leader on our platform, and she recently shared her insights on the topic of lighting design for the future. Melike brings more than 8 years of international experience in lighting design. This presentation is a deep dive into the elements of lighting design that are shaping the future, an interesting journey into the intersection of lighting design trends and emerging technologies. Catch a glimpse of this presentation with a condensed version on our podcast and YouTube channel, hinting at what's in store. Visit vld.community for more. The complete episode unfolds for our premium podcast subscribers or to our pro members on our online platform. Illuminate your knowledge with Melike Özden's perspectives on the future of lighting design.
Sometimes when we are thinking about some kind of super design, we have to that know about that is what is that result will become. And whenever is the result, it is that like whatever we are dream and results, we can before that starting to design, understand with that AI. So creating realistic lighting scenarios. It's many times when we are try to explain something is that our clients, sometimes that showing is that render even won't be that is not enough because as a lighting, especially we want to show something, but cladding or something, some mistake can be happen. And whatever is that lighting is that you are planning, people is they can be that is understand much more and they can roam around with insight. And for that, if the AI is the sum of that, how we will that can create things. I created the sum of the example. I asked to that AI basic question like room with the neoclassic styling and with the warm light chandelier above the bed and good artwork lighting. So only I give is this thing. So you can extend this thing more. Maybe on the corner you want is some floor lamp or something else. You can extend. And it's created as some of that option to me. Like it might be like that. It might be like this. So which kind of that emotion and which kind of is the touch feeling you are expectation from the AI? It is that different that option creating to you. Or for example, I give to AI again some living room contemporary Nordic style and with the spotlighting during the night. So AI give to this result to me, which is feeling much more is the Nordic from the outside, even is that auroras we are seeing here. And nighttime is that I give is the another image was is about really nighttime. And how that is a warm feeling, which kind of that lighting effect is giving. So it is creating. It is, again, is not so much accurate because when we are seeing to here, some of the parties are not really integrated, but for the future, I think is that it will be much more accurate. But again, is that what we are, whenever we are looking to that picture, how we want is that feel to that person, it is more or less is that creating that drama. But for the future, I believe is that much more important for the lighting sector, because what's happening, sometimes you are suggesting something, some product or some of that element, and whenever you are showing that is the client, they are like, oh, I want to that is imagination about this thing. Can you do one more render about with this? So it is that much more taking time. But whenever we are thinking that AR, it is like how the Instagram stories, we are creating so many filters, we are showing that ourselves like cat or different makeup things, and Snapchat, like how do that filter. So same thing is that like AR, augmented reality. So with that product, we can place that on the immediately room or whatever place we are thinking, and we can display to that whatever we want to show. So this is actually differences about the VR and AR. We are basically creating this that your own world with that inside another kind of that things, and you can that feel like is that you are not inside to that reality right now. You are somewhere else. But AR is that exactly same real world, but placing is some of the object, some logo or whatever you want. So for the future, again, like is that with the lighting system, if creating is a much more accurate, for example, if we can establish like light levels accurate with that AR system, so I think for the users will be much nice systems. Lighting design is that will be that much more understandable for the future. It is that like I explained, and we can think about like is that how we are telling to that person is that how do that emotionally that or how do that lighting design that will be happen. It will be that accurate before that is the creating all that building or creating all that system. We can show to that person. So for the beginning is that much more healthy way I'm finding at least. And it will be that is that again is that other systems also it is getting is a much more integration. So that's why we are doing this video also. And last of this thing, I want to show one of that video, another AI system. So this is that again for you I created. There is the one of the website Cohom. So I can share the link also. Like I'm not sure that we are able to share or not. We are selecting, we are bringing this whatever data we have, which is the DWG or whatever PDF. So I selected is the PDF one of that house plan to that here, for example. And we are setting is that about the scale, which kind of that scale we want to do. Generally, whenever I'm calculate for taking is the door or elevator, so it is that bringing is much more accurate. So some of that dimension I knew it because DWG also with me, and I'm giving is that 800 mm. So it is my scale. And it is automatically will scaling system and asking to me what is that floor height I want. And here, if we are talking about is that real project, and my project was is the, like 3,500 mm, 3 meters, 500. And after we are saying is a generate floor plan, and automatically it is creating all the wall and all the elements at whatever architecture plan that for you. Because sometimes what happens, you don't have any 3D model. You have it on the reference image, sometimes on the AutoCAD plan, and they are expecting that from to you creating is that all the lighting design and lighting planning. And here we can see is that how automatically it's created and with all the dimension also given with that scale. I can see is that how the perspective also, how the walls we can see.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and you've gained some insight or inspiration that you can take away or perhaps apply. If you enjoyed this episode, it is always appreciated if you could take a moment to share the podcast with your peers and friends or leave a review on your favorite podcast app. Consider subscribing to the podcast and our YouTube channel to stay up to date with our latest content. Do check out our online platform as well at vld.community. If you would like more, why not go back and listen to some of our previous episodes and hear more from our thought leaders. Thanks for listening, and we will be back with more great presentations or interviews very soon. Till next time.